2021 Taekwondo Grand Slam?
The 2021 Taekwondo Grand Slam was held in Colorado Springs, Colorado. After all the larger competitions in 2021, depending on how you place, if you placed in the top 8, I believe, in a category, you were invited, or top 20. If you placed in top 20 or so in each category, you were invited to the in the Poomsae Grand Slam held in Colorado Springs, which would determine who would be selected for the USA Poomsae national team for 2022.
Okay, so you said you got first in teams, first in pairs, second in individual, and fifth in team recognized Poomsae, right?
Yes, that's correct.
So, but there was something with your team Poomsae. There was something that happened last second.
Yes.
So can you describe about that? What happened?
For sure. So, actually, a week before, I think it was even less than a week before we flew out, our team captain actually got COVID, and we had to deal with that. So once she got COVID, we have a sub who's ready to take place if anything happens. So when we found out she had COVID, we immediately pulled our sub into our formation, making sure he was able to fill in the spot that our team captain had in our team.
All right. So was she a big part of the team?
To me, I see our team captain almost as an anchor, both on the mat and off the mat. She's definitely the anchor of our team. She pulls us all together, making sure everyone's on track, making sure everyone's mentally sound and all right. And to hear that she wouldn't be with us was definitely hard to hear at first. However, we all knew that if anything were to happen to any of our teammates, we knew that we would be okay, that we have a plan ready right away, and that plan would be to pull in our sub.
I want to talk about your substitute. So, first of all, who's your substitute?
So our sub for the team at the time was Ethan Kim. He lives in Illinois, actually. He lives in Chicago.
So,
yeah.
So all of you in the team live in California, right?
Yes.
But Ethan lives in Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
So how is it training like that? He lives like halfway through the country. So how's training?
Well,
since he's also your backup.
Yeah. First of all, like 5 out of 6 of us, we all live in California. We have one teammate who lives down in Bakersfield, although she does drive down every now and then, pretty occasionally, to train with us. And having our sub being in Chicago, Illinois, was definitely a challenge. Being able to connect with him. We talked a lot online through group chats and just regular online bonding. However, training was definitely a different side, but he did his part in training by himself, making sure that he was up to date with whatever changes we've made and would make sure he knew the changes as well. He would he would update us on how he was doing personally, and just making sure that he's on top of all his skill sets.
Alright, so you guys went first in team, and then the pairs. So you won first, but there was some sort of thing going on there. Can you describe what that thing was?
For sure. So what happens, my pair with Dylan Kim, we first debuted in our pairs in the 2021 Nationals in Texas. So what happened is that in that tournament, which is considered a major tournament, we ended up getting second. And then in the Grand Slam, we actually placed first. The people who got second at the Grand Slam were the people who got first at Nationals. So it was kind of like a trade-off almost. That gave us the opportunity, because we had won at least one major, and then the other team had also won a major. That gave us the opportunity to a fight-off, basically having both of us fight head-to-head for the first place in order to be on the national team. So in that case, we actually had to travel back to Colorado Springs in mid-February in order to compete head-to-head for that position. And in the end, we ended up winning again, earning our spot on the USA national team for 2022.
All right, so right now you are representing Team USA this April. How does that feel?
Oh my gosh, that's I'm honestly speechless at the moment, but you know, I've had time to process it ever since we found out that we were going, or finding out that we would be representing Team USA in Goyang City, South Korea.
I am extremely proud. I was there when she first started the sport. I saw her training, not just at her practices and studios like a lot of other people, but even at home I can see her recording. Even when we were just hanging out, sometimes she'd be going through her music, trying to fix it or touch it up. And I saw how much it meant to her, the dedication and effort that she put into this. So when I saw her and her accomplishments, I felt extremely proud and happy for her, because I know with how hard she worked, she deserves it wholeheartedly.
I am just super proud of her for all of her dedication throughout these years. So it's not just something that that has just happened in the last couple of years. It's something that she started on her journey many years ago, and I'm glad that she stuck with it. I know there was tough times too when the training got pretty hard. She had some injuries, I remember. I'm really proud of her for pushing through all of that and fulfilling her dream of becoming a USA team member. And I really encourage her to keep going. So she's on fire right now. So I hope that she does really good at the World Championships.
With the 2022 team, that one was exhilarating as well, because it was also the first time that we were going to go in person, right? So we were going to go for competition, South Korea, right? We're going to Asia. And that one was different because she made the team along with her peers in the M team, and you know there's 12 of them that went, and they're really close knit, and so she got to go with her community, her family, per se. And for us, we got to go with the parents, who we become really close with. We spend so much time with them, with the amount of training that we have to do. So it was a wonderful experience for them to debut on the world stage, but it was also a wonderful experience for all the families involved, because it really gave us an opportunity to continue to demonstrate how much we care, not only for our own athlete, but for all the athletes on M Team.
My personal feelings, I'm super happy to be representing the US. It's something I've always dreamed of, you know, joining both M Team and being able to represent USA as a part of the national team, and being able to travel internationally as well with alongside my teammates. I think it's an amazing opportunity that I've gotten, and I'm super stoked to share it with my teammates.